Well, hello there, Gemini. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your career and money reading. This is good for the next 4 to 5 weeks. So from the time you see this video until about mid-February. So we're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. Trying to see what the energies are for you in your career and money sector, any obstacles that are on your path, and then, of course, any advice that Spirit has for you. So let's get into this. Gemini, let's see how this first month of 2023 is looking for you. All right, protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. And then Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, Gemini, as soon as I pulled this first one, protected by angels, I got goosebumps. The reason is because, okay, there is two things. There is one, something new, or like a new avenue or a new twist or a new idea, or kind of an idea to expand what you already have created. And it's a little risky. I feel like you're a little bit holding back because things have been so difficult. So you're kind of like, well, how could this miracle literally fall into my lap? But you need to know that your angels are there with you. You are protected. So as you move into this risk, as you take this new adventure, or you put yourself out there in some new courageous way, know that your angels are there. They are guiding you. They are protecting you and your family, your loved ones, whoever may, perhaps depend on you financially. So it's knowing that you are protected. The other thing is that there is something beautiful coming in, and it is a gift from the angels. So it's kind of like a two-part thing. It's kind of like, okay, the angels are bringing you a miracle, some gift, some new idea, new opportunity, whatever. It's coming in, but there's two things. It's coming from your angels. It's almost like a gift for all the hard work that you have been doing, but it's also to let you know it's kind of big. It's kind of scary maybe to some of you. And it's big, it's scary, not because it's, it's scary because you know that this is the step that is going to almost like change your life. It's that type of energy. It's kind of like when I step into this, when I take this courageous step to say yes to something that is coming on your path, and it's recognizing, okay, oh my goodness, this is the moment. Something in your life is truly changing. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Gemini, while I'm putting these out, we're going to first take a look at your present energy, your obstacle for the next, 4 to 5 weeks, and then the advice from Spirit. I also started a series, and I put the first one up on Sunday, and it's going to be a weekly reading that I do and publish on Sundays. And it's for those of you that are specifically trying to start a spiritual business based on your spiritual gift or creative ability, something that you are starting, whether it's a side business or you're trying to take some type of a hobby or interest of yours to the next level to perhaps create some additional income for you. So you may want to look at those. I will put a link to the one that I put up on Sunday. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it at the end of this reading. All right, so let's get into this. So your present energy, look at this. It's about trusting. It's about completely trusting, knowing that this is coming, knowing that this miracle that you have literally been working, toiling for some time is coming in. And it says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So it's that energy of trying to, and you know what? I don't think this is you just sitting on the couch trying to manifest something in. It's bigger. You have been literally with your hands toiling, okay? Toiling, whether that is in your studio or, in the garden or in, on the computer, it doesn't matter. You've really been creating something kind of literally like with your hands, and it doesn't have to really be your hands. It could be through writing or speaking or something else. But There's this sense here that you have been toiling, and because you have been doing it in such a loving way, it's finally with the butterfly right there, and there's a gift. It's almost like you have been gifting your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative abilities, whatever. You've been giving it lovingly out. And now it's almost as if this butterfly is the special gift, is the miracle that is coming in for you. But here's the key. You have to trust. You have to believe. You have to believe that you are worthy enough. You have to believe that the universe is going to bring this in for you. Knowing that you, when I feel like this opportunity knocks on your door, that you are protected by the angels. Some of you may have felt that for so long that maybe, the universe forgot you, right? Or something like that, because we have grief on the bottom. Tears are what happens when the ice in our heart melts. Isn't that beautiful? It's this energy where I feel like you are stepping into understanding that you may have closed off your heart for some time because of some situation in the past, and now it's opening back up. You're allowing your heart space to open, and when you allow your heart space to open, you get this huge expansion. It's almost that energy of kids on the last day of school. It's kind of like, I feel like you have been holding yourself back, protecting yourself because of disappointments or, painful experiences in the past. And now it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I'm stepping into this energy of trusting. I'm going to trust that this is coming. I'm believing. It's definitely that Hierophant feeling. And when you do, it's kind of like the kids on the last day of school where they, fling open the school doors, like in the movies. and they fling open the doors and the kids are running out and they're screaming and, all excited. It's almost like that. That is how I feel like your heart is feeling. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, Gemini, I think you've had your heart, whether you realized it or not, really protected for some time. It's allowing your angels to protect. It's coming into this energy of, I don't have to wall up my heart. I can truly shine my light, my spiritual gifts, my creative abilities. I can put them out there because I know I am trusted by the angels. And then we have planning and action, and then you have the Five of Wands. And I feel like this is the energy of something amazing coming on your path. Because you have the Four of Cups and the stuck energy underneath, feeling like, okay, the new year may have started. You may feel like the energy hasn't changed yet. We're still in the Mercury retrograde. We got a little bit longer to go. And then when that clears out, things will pick up. We will start making some traction. I think all the planets are direct by January 22nd. We have the new moon in Aquarius on the 21st. That is such a lovely energy to embrace. That is that sense of expansion. That is what Aquarius is. So it's just trusting. It's kind of like, okay, it may not be here yet, but I can wait just a little bit longer. Kind of that energy of when you were a child and you were waiting for, Christmas or your birthday, and you were like, is it ever going to get here? And then it does, right? It's coming. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gemini, this is something that is going to be near and dear to your heart. Now, I'm going to say with the Hermit energy, I almost feel like if you don't meditate or have some kind of way that you kind of communicate with your spirit guides and angels, I really recommend that you kind of start doing that, whether it's through a journal or walking in the woods or, I just talk to mine out loud. I live alone, so nobody thinks I'm weird. Maggie doesn't. But there's this energy here where I feel like when you're meditating, when you go within, It's understanding that when you go within, you have this, it's almost like this new idea. It's if you're looking for a solution to some problem that you have, it's understanding about quieting your mind, because right now you have the Five of Wands, right? It's a little bit about, okay, I'm going to quiet the chatter in my head. I'm going to go within. I'm going to kind of like pull my energy away from the external forces, go within, quiet my mind. And then it's almost as if you get this idea, or you get some type of an epiphany that helps you to lead, that leads you to this miracle, right? And it is a miracle, because look, it's the 10 of Pentacles. It is long-term wealth. It's not just one payday. That's awesome. It is just continuous big paydays. And it's a lovely energy of knowing that it's not here just for today. It's here for generations. It's that energy of, wow, this is really going to last for some time. And it's kind of like the magical miracle that you have been looking for, right? But it's when you quiet your mind that you'll be able to kind of connect to source, connect to your spirit guides, to your angels. They're trying to whisper in your ear. But you could have a lot of clutter. You could have a lot of mental anxiety, because we have planning and action. See, planning and action. Planning is all up in our heads, right? The action is taking action on it. I feel like when you get this idea, or perhaps even with the Ace of Cups, it's an offer that comes in, not romantic. It's something that is going to be near and dear to your heart. Some, opportunity. It's kind of like, yes, listen to your heart. Do not listen to your ego that's going to try to keep you safe, prevent you from having any painful experiences like in the past. This is different. This is fated. This is on your path for a specific reason. And I think that protected by the angels is really here to let you know, Gemini, that this is really meant for you. It is a miracle. It is beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle. So interesting, you have divine source. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. My goodness. Okay, so planning and action. The plan is there. The actions to take are being brought to you. But once again, this is your obstacle, divine source, and knowing that it is about going within and listening to the higher source, not listening to your ego. Right? It's about connecting to your heart, listening logically at times, perhaps to make your plan, but it's really about connecting to source. There's a special something here for you, and it's only through that sense of flow, co-creating with source, that you can come into it. And then we have creative project, right? And the moon card. What you haven't seen up to this point is how this, creative endeavor, spiritual business, career change, whatever is, in your field, what is in alignment with you. You haven't seen how this is going to come into this 10 of Pentacles. And now it's almost as if the veil is starting to be lifted. The moon card is understanding that the divine is working behind the scenes in order for this to come in for you. You have been waiting for some time, but in that stagnant time, there were things for you to do. You were clearing out some of the grief, the disappointment, taking a look at the silver linings of disappointments from the past, getting ready to melt your heart and to expand, right? There were things that there are things that we learn even when things feel stagnant. I feel like you were ascending. You're seeing a different perspective of even yourself and your business. And with the moon card here, it's stepping into this sense of, I don't have to know how I'm going to get from here to here, right? I don't have to know the exact way. All I have to do is take the first step, take that first piece of action. Or if you are already on that journey, what's the next step that you could take, right? And when you put it out to the universe, I'm ready to take the action, and you take that first action, then the next part of the path will be illuminated for you. For some of you, this is going in such a huge, huge success, okay, that if you knew exactly what was ahead on the path, you wouldn't step onto this path. That's why the angels are protecting you. They're only showing you the part of the path that they know you can handle at this time. What you are being asked to do is to truly believe and love your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative abilities, your special individualism, to really and truly be grateful for it, and to be willing to put it out into the world in a loving way. The plan will come to you. So let's take a look at what we have here. Oh my goodness, Gemini, you so deserve this. You so deserve this. I'm so happy for you. Let's see what we have here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. I feel like you've been going after this, whether you realized it or not, still with a broken heart. Remember, you have grief on the bottom, right? So you've been almost like going into trying to get a business up and going. And I'm not saying that you haven't had any success, right? But you haven't quite hit the success maybe that you are hoping for. And so there's this energy of recognizing that the reason that you haven't truly hit that success is because of some disappointment in the past. And it could be in a romantic relationship, a family situation, a business situation, a career choice. It doesn't matter what this is. It's still, that energy is there. And it's time to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm melting my broken heart. You know, I'm allowing this grief to melt away from me. I'm taking those steps to do that because I want this happiness. I want abundance. I want joy. I want fulfillment. So understanding that when we're going, it's really kind of interesting when we're trying to move forward, because the Knight of Swords is really, it's your energy, Gemini, but it's also the energy of kind of like trying to move forward, even though you have this burden of grief. And, you know, you are so loving, you know, so much that zodiac sign that can pull up your bootstraps and just keep on going, right? And the problem is that you maybe need to just like sit down for, you know, a hot minute and really allow yourself to grieve, to allow yourself to understand that as you move forward, you are truly saying goodbye to something else. I feel like it's not that you haven't healed from a past connection. It's the energy, and you've had this in your reading for some time. It's kind of like saying the final goodbye. It's kind of understanding when I step forward in this direction, I am truly saying goodbye to something from the past, you know, saying goodbye to the hopes and dreams that somebody returns, or that my employer is going to call me up, or, you know, something from the past is just going to miraculously reappear. It's understanding, okay? And it's understanding that I'm moving forward without that. I'm closing that door. But here's the other thing, is that understanding that when we still have this energy about us, even if we don't want to truly acknowledge it, we are not coming from a full healed heart. So even when you're working, okay, and trying to put out your spiritual gifts and share your creative abilities with others, trying to help the collective, sharing your love and light so joyfully, when you still have this, there's that little bit of energy of you're not sharing your true brilliant light. And it's about taking a look, just one last time, Gemini, about what this is. Understanding that some disappointment from the past, it's time to allow your heart to melt, you know, it's time to allow that to melt so that you can truly step into this abundance. You know, part of it is that, you know, when we say goodbye to something, we're a little always concerned, will there be another romance ahead? Will there be another job ahead, a home, or whatever it is that you are saying goodbye to? Will I have another dream to dream? Or is that the only dream I get? And remember, you are protected by the angels. The miracles are endless. You may have had some type of miracle in the past, and now it's turned out not to be what you thought it would be, right? And now you're kind of wondering, well, could I ever love again? For some of you, I feel like this is helping you to step into an energy of loving for the first time. And maybe, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. It might be, but it could be just loving the work that you do, the joy that you bring to others, the healing that you bring to others, the true fulfillment. You may have almost like been tricking yourself that you had that, right? But now it's kind of like stepping into this energy of understanding, no, I really do have it. Because here is your advice. This is pretty incredible, Gemini. You have limitless, okay? The miracles are endless. I mean, the cards are showing the same thing over and over again. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous of ways, okay? The same words, different decks are saying the same words, almost word by word. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. And, I just absolutely love that. It could be a stranger on the corner. It could be anybody or anything that helps to give you that sign, that message from your angels, that message from divine source. Do not dismiss it. Be open to receiving this. And then you have discovery. I think you're discovering the little secret that you have been missing. And that is this little piece of a broken heart. Saying goodbye to something for the final time. And I think for some of you, my heart goes out to you. I think you have tried to say goodbye to this so many times. And now it's kind of like, yeah, it's really over. And really feeling that, whether that is a sense of relief or if it's a sense of grief and you need to allow the tears to flow, there's something that you are truly saying goodbye to. Because in that moment, okay, when your heart, okay, the ice of your heart, tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Allow the tears to flow. Allow your heart to melt. Because when it does, Gemini, it almost instantly falls into this sense of miracles are endless, right? You have the limitless, you have discovery. The discovery is allowing yourself to cry, allowing yourself to grieve, allowing yourself to accept that something is really over. It's not coming back. I mean, I can feel my own heart is kind of like, it's contracting, right? Because it's kind of almost that energy of, no, I don't want to say, it's almost like say it out loud, Gemini. Don't even say it in your head. Say it out loud. Say it right now if you want to. Whatever that is, that person is no longer in my life. That career is no longer in my life. That dream is no longer part of an option for me. And allow those feelings to flow. Allow that to flow because that is the discovery. It literally helps to melt your heart. It helps to melt the grief. It helps you to open up to this beautiful new world that is right there for you, Gemini, right there for you. And I'll say we're going into the time of Aquarius, a fellow air sign of yours, but also that sense of expansion, of healing, right? Of stepping into your true authentic self. This, whatever this is, and it's going to be different for each of you, but whatever this is, my goodness, it's definitely not going forward. I really feel like this, oh my gosh. And then look at what fell on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Like I'm getting goosebumps. This is really incredible. You have the Magician and the Three of Cups. You are manifesting. You are literally manifesting. It's almost kind of like, it's not even, I don't think you're even manifesting. I think you are just working. I think it's more that you are toiling on this, right? You are working on this. It's almost like you have quit trying to manifest it, and it's just kind of like, I don't think the universe is there, so I'm just going to keep working. You may be talking to your angels and stuff, but now it's kind of like, give it over to your angels. You have to keep doing your work, right? But open up to source, because here it's almost like the angels are coming in to help you to understand that you do have all the tools. You may be feeling like you're missing something. You're not missing anything. You have everything you need. With the Hermit knows he has everything he needs. You just have to go within. The answer is right there, Gemini, and it comes in like an epiphany. It comes in suddenly. It's almost like the lightning bolt to your crown chakra. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, there's the answer. Yeah, and then the 10 of Cups. I mean, what more could you ever want? My goodness, and those fell. Those literally fell out of the deck. You know, it's kind of like that, what they're showing me is like, have you ever done a jigsaw puzzle? And, you know, you do a jigsaw puzzle, maybe you have a dog or young children or something, or your elbow, and you get to the end, you have all the pieces put in, except there's like one piece missing, right? And then you get on the floor and everybody's looking around, and then, you know, eureka, somebody finds it, right? That is exactly the energy here. It's like, oh my goodness, I found the missing puzzle piece. And then you put it into the jigsaw puzzle and boom, there it is. It's like instant. It's like, oh my goodness. I feel like you have been on the floor searching for that missing jigsaw puzzle piece. Probably, I don't know, Gemini, I know, reading your comments, and I'm only laughing. Only because I'm so excited for you, because you have been searching so long for that jigsaw puzzle piece. And now right here, it is coming in. And I really feel like for a lot of you, this is right around the new moon in Aquarius, or when the planets go direct. That's the 22nd. You know, we just have Jupiter is trines, I think, on the 26th of January. It's probably that week. It's probably that week. Oh my gosh. I'm just so excited for you. All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, so you do your heart's desire and you have support. Your life purpose fully supports you. You know, I really feel like for some of you, this is really something that you have been called to do. You know, you're starting a spiritual business or starting something that is truly going to help other people. It doesn't have to be a spiritual business. You know, you could be starting a nonprofit, or, you know, some type of charity or some type of organization, right? But whatever it is, with that Aquarius energy, it's really strong here. You're trying to help others, either in your community, in your country, on the globe. You know, it's different for each of you, but that is your purpose. You are going to be rewarded for it. And then look at this, heart's desire. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Unbelievable. If you, honestly, please, if you do not speak to your angels or really ask for guidance, I so encourage you to. And then we have travel. I feel like some of you, you know, the travel card, it says your life purpose involves traveling. To me, the travel card doesn't mean that you actually have to do physical traveling. With the internet and everything now, you can travel. You know, you can Zoom, you can do all kinds of things. So I feel like there is this sense of expansion, of expanding. You know, maybe you've started something small in your community and now you want to branch it out, whatever that might mean for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, align. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe it. Look at that. There's jigsaw puzzle pieces. What does this say? Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you have been doing that. That is part of why this is coming in. Just staying aligned, with who you are and what you want. Some of you may have had other options or deals that have come onto you, to you, and you're just like, no, that's not in alignment with my business. That is not in alignment with what I am trying to create here. All right, we have analyze, research your market and analyze your competition. Decide how you're going to make better offers and provide more value than anyone else. So it's really about thinking about your customer, your client, and tapping into that. Well, what does your client need? How can you help them? Perhaps, by offering a little bit of a better price, at least to get started for some of you. And broadcast, develop your unique voice, then get your message out to your ideal audience. Consider starting a podcast or a radio show, or a YouTube channel or a blog or anything else. It's really about getting your your voice, talking about what you do. I take a pottery class when we started a new session, and there was a new young girl that joined our group at this time. She was a darling. And she just walked in, and she's very much the entrepreneur. She just, starts one business after another. And she was just sitting there, just talking about all of her businesses. And I was just like, wow. Because, I feel like she really and truly just puts her voice out there. Shares what she knows, shares what she's doing, asking other people, trying to make connections to the different people that are in the, she was doing it in a very lovely way, more of a networking way or something, but really also trying to help the other people that were in the class, Everybody had a little bit of something going on, and she was like, oh, well, I know so-and-so, and, I was just like, oh my goodness, I thought it was great because I'm not that type. All right, appreciate. Practice gratitude as part of your sacred daily ritual. Yeah, and staying grateful will help this to come in. All right, and let's pull one more. This is and these are not the soul truth cards, but I love these. Great kind of advice for you. And Gemini, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I really would be honored to do a reading for you. All right. There is no shortage of money or time. Gemini. Yeah. Understanding that there really isn't. So let's see what this says. There is no shortage. And any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotions within you, because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Whether you are focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day that is expended is one day closer to the end of your years, that feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. Okay, so I love that. This morning when I was meditating, I got the message that there's something that I have been wanting very much in my life. And I got the message, you're focusing on your wants and not your needs. And I immediately was kind of like, yeah, but this is something that I need. I wanted to argue with my angels, right? I was like, yeah, but this is something I need. It's a house. It's a house. I'm looking to move. And so my angels were like, no, you have a house. And then I was like, yes, I do. And when I really reflected on it, I was like, there are things that I really should, although we hate to use that word, but there are things that to be in alignment with my highest self, I could do with in my life. There are things I could take better care of. And I said, okay, I will concentrate on that, on my needs, taking care of what I have and what I need to keep in, to be happy and healthy physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? I'll take care of that. And I'll give up my wants to the angels. So I'll keep you posted on how that works. I do believe. I truly do believe it will happen for me. I know it will. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. I do appreciate you so much. And I appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. But I also appreciate that you allow me on your journey. I really do enjoy having you on mine. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.